for this? So this is from Fishing Sir. It came in the mail today. Check that out. It's a 20-pound test braided line. They call this Braids Pro Godline. Now, this is 14 millimeter. That's how big the line is. I am going to spool up a couple reels. I'm gonna try my best to get this line on 2 reels. So let's see if I can do that. So here's the first reel I'm gonna spool up. It is an F4000 by Shimano. Now this reel has an interesting story, and the other reel that I'm gonna put mine on tonight has the same story. Recently I found about 8 vintage reels on top of a trash can here in my neighborhood. Most of them were Shimano's. One of the Shimano's I found something's wrong with it, and then a Fluger. The Fluger had something wrong with it too, but the other ones, the other 6, perfectly good shape. Now, there was a 4000, and then here's the other one that we are going to do today. This is an FX300. It's bigger than the 4000. So the other Shimano's that I found that day were all micro Shimano's. They're all small, and you know, another video I'll talk about those smaller Shimano's. Now, this reel, it's good for, you know, bass and small reds and stuff. You could probably handle bigger reds on it. Bull reds, maybe, probably shouldn't, but I bet it could. It's pretty lightweight. It's in good shape. It has a mono on it right now. Now I have 20-pound mono, and I believe, yeah, this is all Eagle Claw. It's cheap mono, cheap 20-pound test mono. So we're gonna take this off, but we're not gonna take it all off because I wanna be able to put this 20-pound braid on both those reels. I wanna try, you know, and I don't wanna I don't wanna waste all this line, but I don't wanna keep a lot of this line on here. What I wanna do is leave some of it on here and some of the line on that has Eagle Claw and some other kind of mono on it as well, uniting together. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. First, I'm just going to start stripping it off. Okay, so I've pulled enough line off the reel to where I can see the black of the spool. You see the black plastic through the line? There's barely any line left on there. That's a good backing. The whole reason for doing this isn't just to save on braid, it's to have a good backing so when I put the braid on, it doesn't slip and like pull around like there's something wrong with the drag or something. That's what you'll have occur with braid if you don't do a backing. Sometimes I use electrical tape. I've broke down and used duct tape before, but you can unite a mono and use mono as a backing. That is perfectly all right. So now let's uni the braid to the mono. Okay, so I'm gonna do a double uni. I'm going to start with the braid first. I'm gonna tie it to the mono line. I'm gonna wrap it around the line twice. And now I'm going to, with the tag in my left hand and the main line in my right, I'm going to make a loop. See the loop? And now I'm going to pull a loop in through that with the tag in. Now I'm going to run the tag in through that loop and pull it tight to the mono. Now I'm going to repeat that process. I learned how to do this from a Vietnamese fisherman in Dallas while fishing for crappie. Now, I made a loop, pulled a loop through, and pull it tight. I'm going to do a better video in the future about how I do my knots. Right now, this is just about putting line on. Okay, so I have this long tag in of mono that I left hanging off. Now a little further down the braided line, I am going to put it in my fingers like that, pinch it, take this mono and wrap it around twice. Now I'm going to pull the mono line tight, make a loop, pull a loop through, pull the tag in through that loop. I'm going to wet it a little bit. Pull that tight. Well, not too tight because you have to cinch these knots up to each other. Make a loop, pull a loop through. I'm not doing this very well for your benefit, but there we go. And now I'm going to take my, actually I want to pull these tight before I snip the ends off. Now we're going to pull the knots together. You see them coming together? And there they are, together. And there are the tag ends hanging off. Going to take the line snippers, snip the mono, now I'm going to snip the braid, and there we go. Nice and done. Now this knot, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not an extremely low profile knot. There are better knots for tying a mono leader to braid, but this is not a leader. So this is going to be deep into the spool. It's not going to cause me any problems. This mono is just a backing. I'll never have that go through the guides. It would be a rare situation where it goes through the guides, like if I have a dolphin on or something and I get spooled. So let's spool this up. Okay, I have put enough line on here. I've stopped just shy of being even with the top of the spool. If I get too even with it or more than that, when I go to cast, too much line is going to fly off and I can get bird's nest. That is perfectly all right. Just a little shy of being even with the top of that. Just a little shy of that. And I have a fair amount of braid left. Can you see how much I have left? Now I'm going to clip this and put it in the line clip, which is on here somewhere, and then I'm going to put braid on the other one. And this is a struggle. Need to get a spooler from Fishing Sir. They make a good one. They've been offering to send it in the future. I'm just about done putting line. I got some good reflexes even though I'm tired. I'm just about done putting line on this FX 300. So I'd say that's about good. I'm just shy of being even with the top of that reel. So if you want to check out Fishing Sir, check out their line. There's a link down below in the description. You know, it'll take you right to the line. They got a lot of good deals online. It's a pretty good line. I've used it in the past, and they also got good deals on other things. You know, like fishing spoolers. You know, lures and all sorts of good things. And also, if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link down there too. In the near future, there will be exclusive content on that Patreon, different look into my life, not just my fishing life, but my everyday life. You know, you can go over there and you can unlock that content for about $1 per video, and you know, every little bit helps. It goes to furthering the channel, it helps me do this, it ensures that I can get to continue doing this and doing it as often as I like and bigger and better. And I appreciate all the little bit of help I get. You know, I appreciate the comments, the love you give me. So if you want to go over there and help support the channel, I appreciate that too. But if you don't, I don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Just keep hitting that like button, and if you're a new subscriber and you like what I do, subscribe. So I'll tell you what I like doing. I like going to bed, and I think that's what I'm going to do about now. So see you next time.